Hello again and welcome back to the Coin Ring Making Fun 101 channel. This is Gary, the brand ambassador, and we're going to take this large penny that we recently folded, and we've just annealed this coin, and we're going to now put it on our ring stretcher, and we're going to open up the punch side to see if we can make it more into a ring. So let's get started. Press your ring stretcher back like that. Take your reduction plate out. I do this when I'm stretching anyway. Put your plate to the side. Lower your ram handle down, which brings your splines in. And we all know what these are. Plastic bags brought to you by your local distributor you go buy things from every day. I like to use these on my ring stretcher to protect the inside of my coin. Alright. Slide it over the top like that, press down just a little bit, and we now have the inside protected with a plastic bag. You don't want metal to metal, it'll mark up the inside of your coin, inside of your ring. Bring it down like this, and we begin our fold. Don't take a full throw. If you take a full throw, you can take a full throw if you'd like. Many of these coin ringers out here, we do that and end up with split coins. Split rings, which is not such a desirable effect. So anyway, begin our fold like this. Press a little, turn about a quarter turn, press a little, quarter turn, press a little, quarter turn. A lot of times I don't do a quarter turn because these splines, on this one it has 6 splines, so I don't really have to turn a quarter turn. I like to do more of an 1/8 of a turn, but I'm starting to get this ring stretched out a little bit more here. Turning it, pressing it, turning it, pressing it, turning it, pressing it. Alright. Looking more like a ring. Let's continue our stretch. Pressing as we go down. And it is now sitting about a size 9. This one we're going to make about, let's make it a 9.5. So at this point, since it's getting harder to press, when you're pressing back like this and it begins to get a little bit harder, that's a good sign to stop folding or stop stretching. Once you stop stretching, it's time to anneal. Looking more like a ring all the time. Let's take this over to anneal and we'll be right back. Alright, back from anneal. Our ring is now soft and we can continue our stretch. So we place it back on our splines. And we were sitting at a 9 a while ago. I'm going to still stretch this a little bit farther, and you got to keep an eye on your plastic bag. If it starts to press through a little bit or something close to it, then put it back on again. Just like this. Pretty simple. Put a piece over, lay your coin on there, little tug. Back to business. Start stretching. Turning, stretching, turning, stretching. I'm just going a little at a time. Check our size. Alright, we're getting close to a 10. Usually what you want to do is you want to stretch about, I'd say 1 to 1.5 sizes between anneal. That's kind of how I do it. And I rarely have trouble with coins snapping on me or things like that. Now we're going to go for a 9.5, so we're sitting at 10 right now. Almost a 10. Let's go about 1.5 sizes over. Which would be, you can measure either way, but usually whenever you measure a coin ring, you measure the reed side, which is this side right here. Reed side is almost a 10 now. You know what, let's go about 1 over and see what we get on this particular coin. This is a large Canadian 1 cent. I think this is a 1912. Alright, so we're going for a 9.5, and it's sitting at a 10.5 on the read side. Alright, back to anneal one more time, and then we're going to go ahead and reduce this thing down. This is a 1912 Canadian 1 cent. I'm going for a target size of 9.5, and we're going to go to the next video and show you how to reduce Canadian 1 cent. Thank you for joining us, and I hope this video has been helpful to you. Stay tuned, and we're going to the next video to take a look at reduction.